Let's get a check of the forecast to start things off. Meteorologist Nicole Hartford. Another night of storms. Have things moved out of the way?
Yes, our storm threat is over. All those storms that came through yesterday evening are now off towards the east, and we're a lot clearer. We had a number of tornado warnings yesterday, so the National Weather Service has already said that they're kind of coordinating efforts to get out within the next couple of days and assess areas where there was damage to determine tornado confirmations. At this point, though, things are quiet this morning, and we love to see that after a couple days in a row of severe weather. Right now on our satellite radar, things look pretty clear, but that isn't necessarily the case. We've got quite a few spots where fog is a bit of an issue this morning, so visibility could be down to about a half mile or less in some spots. This is our view right now from Arizona Avenue, where you can see the fog low-lying across the city. Temperature-wise, it is cooler than it has been the last few days. We're at 56 degrees right now in Atlanta. Got a little breeze out of the west at about 8 miles per hour. It's also not as muggy. All this cool air has filtered in behind the cold front. That cold front moved through yesterday. It's what spawned all those stronger showers and storms yesterday evening. And now, as the rainfall is ending, we'll spend the day today clearing out. So although many of us still kind of blanketed in cloud cover, a lot more sunshine in the forecast for today. Temperatures remain on the cooler side. We'll hang on to cooler, drier conditions through the day today as well as into tomorrow. A few spots, though, may still see a low end chance for some rainfall, so I'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes. Dan.
Okay, Nicole, thanks. Meanwhile, take a look at this. One viewer sent us this picture of the rain pouring outside their Buckhead apartment when the storms rolled through last night. All that rain caused some trouble on the roads as some areas saw flooding. This is video from a GDOT camera looking over I-20 in Conyers. You can even see that camera was covered by the droplets of rain. And some areas saw hail last night. Our viewer Ann Field sent us this video of hail pounding down on her front porch in Henry County. Rod Holbrook also saw hail, sent us this picture of him holding what looks to be a golf-sized ball of hail in his hand. He even took it inside to get some better lighting, so thanks for sending us that picture, Rod. And a Coweta County man is grateful to be alive this morning after lightning came bolting through his home last night. Take a look. These photos were taken after lightning struck the home, blasting out siding, flipping breakers, and filling the upstairs with smoke. The homeowner says he was headed to the kitchen when he heard what sounded like an explosion. The power went out instantly and sparks flew just outside the bathroom window.
So if I would have been up there working, and I actually was doing some work up there earlier on today, I'm a work from home employee, I definitely could have been hurt while I was up there. So very thankful that I was downstairs and not in harm's way.
He says neighbors have already stepped up to help. He and his family are staying hopeful, they say, despite the repairs ahead. Meanwhile, Georgia Governor Brian Kemp shared this statement to X after a 10-year-old girl was killed early Saturday morning in Atlanta when a tree came down on her home. Kemp says he's saddened by her tragic passing and is asking all Georgians to join him in prayer for their loved ones during this difficult time. 11 Alive's Chase Howell joins us, in fact, live from where that tree fell. Chase, you were out there yesterday as well. I know you talked to the family. What are they telling you?
Dan, I'm told that little Erica Dixon was vibrant, full of energy, and her 14-year-old sister's best friend. And neighbors I also spoke with say they would see her often on this very street playing with her friends. Dancing on the left of your screen is 10-year-old Erica Dixon, and that's what you'd find her doing throughout the house. That was until early Saturday morning when a tree came crashing down into the home and killed her as she was asleep in bed.
It feels like a dream, like that we need to be woken up from.
Atlanta Fire says 6 people were inside the home when the tree came crashing through the roof, including Erica's 12-year-old brother Amir and 14-year-old sister Akila.
It was a hole in the ceiling. The tree was in between them, and my sister was stuck like inside the bed, but like we couldn't get her out or nothing. And I just saw her not talking.
In the bed with Erica, her 63-year-old grandmother, who was taken to the hospital along with her mother.
My sister is not doing good at all. She's in the hospital. They have to sedate her because every time she wakes up, she is flipping out about her baby. My mom is in critical condition. Her pelvis bones are crushed. Her legs are crushed. And it's just difficult for us.
Now, I'm told this isn't the first time something like this has happened. If you take a look towards the top of the tree, you'll notice a huge chunk of it's missing. Well, that's because a portion of it fell last year during Hurricane Helene.
This is cell phone video from when part of the tree snapped off in 2024. In a picture taken by a neighbor, you can see Dixon's white SUV smashed underneath the weight of the tree.
The landlord was informed about it, and they were supposed to come cut the whole entire tree down so that this wouldn't happen again, and no one ever came back to cut it down.
Saturday afternoon, neighbors like Wanda White walked over to the house to check out the damage and to pray for Erica and her family.
Once everybody wake up and see that it's right here inside our neighborhood, it's going to put a sorrow, a damper, and then it happens to be a kid, so it's going to be heartfelt. It's going to be very heartfelt.
According to Atlanta Fire, the family is receiving assistance from the American Red Cross. On Atlanta's west side, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
Now the community has really came together to really support this family. As you can see here, a little memorial with a teddy bear and some flowers and a little prayer note up there just to give that family some love and know that they are being supported at this time. And their GoFundMe page has already raised over $15,000. And I did speak to the pastor of a local church here who says they plan on chipping in too. On Atlanta's west side, Chase Howell, 11 Alive News.
Okay, Chase, thanks. And with a situation like this, maybe you're wondering if a landlord would be on the hook if a tree falls onto a home that they're renting to a tenant. Well, we checked with an attorney who says the answer is complicated. Take a listen.
If the landlord knew or should have known of a danger and failed to act, then there would be some liability for the landlord. Now, the landlord may have some defenses if ultimately an act of God, extraordinary and unforeseeable and unpreventable occurred, which caused the disaster.
As of right now, no other fatalities or injuries have been reported from the weekend storms. Here's a live look at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, where things are back to normal this morning after a brief ground stop Saturday night due to that severe weather. We just checked on FlightAware, and right now there are 113 delays and 9 cancellations for flights into and out of ATL.